Mathieu Delage. I'm from Paris, but I live in Madrid, in Spain. Yeah, so when I taught my first guitar lesson, it was when I joined the Elite Guitar Teachers Inner Circle, and I had never taught guitar before. And I've learned everything from zero, and today it's amazing how I'm able to teach so many people and help so many people become great guitar players, so that's awesome. I wanted to make a living from music, and I didn't see how I could do this directly from being a recording or a performing artist, and I thought teaching guitar would be a great way to make money, even develop my skills, because you learn a lot when you're teaching, and be 100% focused on music. So everything that I did for my music practice reinforced the business part, and everything that I did for my business reinforced the music part. So everything in the same direction. Well, because I can't think of any other program that has had so much success making people great guitar teacher and successful music school owners. The track record is just overwhelming if you compare it with any other program out there. And I think that also comes from a certain mindset that I really identify with, and that is very motivating. Well, I had already been in Tom Hess's music career mentoring program for a year and a half, and I had been a student of his for a few months, and I knew that Tom Hess was the right teacher and mentor for me, because it had been exactly what I was looking for so far, and everybody kept saying how great the Elite Guitar Teachers Inner Circle was, and I'm not disappointed. Obviously, since I started from zero, I just learned how to teach in different formats that are adapted to the student's need, and also how to teach a person and not only the instrument, how to really understand what's going on in a student's mind and give the student what they're really looking for, and in the way that they are going to learn best. Again, it started from zero. I mean, the first few months I didn't really believe maybe in myself because it was so new to me, and then I came to the events in 2016, and there was a massive light bulb moment. I came back from the events and I started building, and I just said, I'm going to quit my day job in 3 months and a half, and I just did. Even though my business at the time made very little money, like very far from what was necessary to make a living, because these first few months I was a bit slower, and once I made the decision and I realized that I could really do this, it just went really fast. You know, today it's very good in terms of money, time, and the freedom that I have. For example, I'm here for 2 weeks and a half. I'm not in Spain, and I can just have fun and learn and work on my business. When I started 2 years ago, 2 years and a half ago, I had a job that gave me a lot of flexibility. I was a translator, but there was zero human contact because I was all the time just translating texts on the computer. I had never seen the people I was working with, and it was not really my passion. And I was limited to how much money I could make per hour. And in 2 years, a bit more than 2 years, I got my business to 6 figures, which in Spain is quite high because the living standard is up to 2 or 5 times lower than in some cities in America. I mean, to make 6 figures there, it's very comfortable. And I'm able to do this while having some freedom of time. So I choose to work on the business because I love it. That's the main thing. I think it's the contact with the students, the contact with the other members of the elite guitar teachers in a circle. I talk with them every day because we support each other. Many of them have become some of my best friends. The events when I come to Chicago and I see people in real life and not only on the forum, it's one of the best moments of the year. But what is even better is that I know that I have a great school that I can come back to, and I just love hanging out with my students because thanks to Tom Hess I've been able to build systems that allow me to select my students. So I have loads of people calling me all the time and I'm able to be a little bit selective. In fact, right now I have a waiting list that I'm going to call tomorrow. And I enjoy teaching them. I enjoy sometimes hanging out with some of them. So my life is just positive, whether I'm at work or at home, and that's really cool. If I want to, some weeks I can just take days off. You know, I have big goals for this music school, for this guitar school, so I choose to work hard on it, but I really don't feel forced. Actually, I don't feel that I'm working at all. It's not work, it's fun. The group of people who are success-minded, and many of them very successful. Some of them are very successful not only in their guitar school, but also in their music career. And I actually just had a conversation with a very successful member an hour ago. It's one of the reasons why I'm so on fire right now. It made me want to practice guitar even more because it's amazing what he's able to do and how little time it has taken him since he joined this program. You know, a lot of them have struggled a lot, sometimes for 10 years or more before joining it, and how it's amazing to see how much it accelerates suddenly once you're in it. So it's really, really cool. I've been active on the forum pretty much every day in the past 2 years, with some periods where I'm sometimes less active. For example, these past few weeks, obviously I'm at the events and I got busy with some things, but I try to make it a habit. And it's not actually hard because, as I said, a lot of people here have become good friends. So even though I'd prefer to hang out with them in real life, at least we can exchange on that forum. And whenever I have a question or doubt, I can find the answer there. And the mere fact of knowing that some people are caring about my success and trying to help me out sometimes helps me feel supported, and I can come up with the answers myself because it kind of removes a little bit of the pressure I'm feeling at the moment. So it's not only about just getting the answer, but also about feeling understood and supported by people who are going through the same thing as you.